So far, we've met a lot of people who have built tiny homes, maybe as a way of escaping the rent trap or getting a foothold on the housing ladder. But what about people on the other side of that journey, who've maybe already owned a big home and are now looking at downsizing in order to free up some cash or just improve their lifestyle? The next house that we're about to visit might give us some ideas. Hi, Adrienne.
Hi, Bryce.
Lovely to meet you.
You too.
What a cute looking house this is. And doesn't it look absolutely fantastic here on this property as well?
Yeah, we love it here. We do. We bought this place 5-6 years ago, and we own the house there. Well, we did. We sold it to our son. So now we're going to do the tiny house living.
Right. So how did you actually come to that decision?
I work in aged care, and I just see people get old and end up in a box. So I thought, why not get a bigger box?
Right. That doesn't sound terribly optimistic though, does it?
No, but we're all terminal. It's a fact. It's a fact of life. We're all terminal, isn't it, really? So we just thought, let's have some fun. Let's chop our mortgage. Otherwise, you're just paying a mortgage till you die. And have some fun. Spend some time here, spend some time in England. Have a bit of a life. I think, our parents' generation, my parents, you got much more bang for your buck back then. You got a lot more, so much more for your money than you get now. Now, two people have to work. I've had the privilege of being home with the children probably for about 20 years I was home, so we never had much money, but we had time. And now we're going to have time for us to do a bit of travelling. And we can even rent the tiny house out if we go away. So that will probably fund us to, give us a little bit of funding for us to go and bum around a bit. About teenage years now. I'm going to get a surfboard and a bodyboard. I'm going to learn to surf.
Rocking grandparents in a tiny house learning to surf.
Yep. So would you like to have a look inside?
I would love to. This is such an adorable house.
If I thought again, we would have stairs. But what we wanted was the kitchen along one side there, just so it seemed more airy and light. Because if we had stairs, we'd have to put the kitchen both sides. So we've got this ladder, which is a bit dodgy, but it does the job. What I want is a long rod, so you could just hook it on, it would slide along.
Oh, like the library ladder.
Yeah, and then one here as well, so then we can use it to get up there, because otherwise it's a bit lethal, it slides on the floor.
Yeah, how do you find using the ladder?
Great, I can manage to get up a ladder still. Anyway, initially we had a big water barrel in here, we got it online. So it goes under here. That's supposed to be this is supposed to be on the bathroom wall, but it's not yet. So yeah, so that went in there, but we've taken it out and we're going to put it underneath the tiny house.
Right, that makes sense.
Which means we've got all that storage, so I can collect some junk. But I think it'll fit all our things.
Yeah, absolutely.
We spent a year living out of a suitcase, so all my clothes fit in one suitcase.
Great.
You don't really need a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
My mum always said one on, one off, and one in the wash. So what we've got in here, in this box, is this is where all the business is.
Oh, all your batteries and stuff.
Yeah.
So the idea is that you're going to be totally off-grid here?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So I'm just, for the washing machine, we're just going to get one of those little camping ones. They're like a little barrel.
Right.
Spin the handle.
Yeah, nice and easy.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of clothes, so.
The design of the kitchen is really nice though as well. It's really spacious.
Yeah, it gives you heaps of bench space, actually, more than we've got in our house.
Right.
Well, it's not our house anymore because we sold it to our son. And we've got a solar fridge. Right.
So all of this is designed to be running off the solar panels?
And then this is Thetford. I think they're an English model because I noticed the narrowboats have Thetford.
Oh, okay.
And it's got a grill, so we can cook toast in here. So yeah, I'll be able to cook a roast in there if I want to. And I've just got some boxes from the Ply Guy for storage at the moment. But I don't know if we'll actually fill everything. We don't have a lot of stuff anyway because we've shifted so many times. We've moved and moved and moved. We're always moving.
Yeah.
So it's about time we didn't move. We'll leave the house here and then we'll move.
Yeah.
So our clothes will all fit here because that's as many clothes as we have, and then the rest of them will fit under there. And then this enormous bathroom.
It is a good sized bathroom, isn't it?
And the rubbish bin's in here because it doesn't really matter. It's not that far away, so I can bring it out. and it's a composting toilet.
Right.
And the shelves here, I've got one here and one round there. This one was made by Anna, my daughter, at Woodwork at primary school, and the other one was around there was made by Tom. And we're not sure about the basin. It's not very attractive, but it's small. So I'll probably make something around here and put a curtain around it perhaps to hide the plumbing, but it doesn't really matter.
You've actually managed to fit a really good sized shower in here too.
Yeah, it is a big shower, and I bought it from Trade Me because we wanted a fully moulded shower so we wouldn't have any chance of any leaks.
Good idea.
It's not finished, it's got to have the pipes put up this week and the outlet, which will go out. Those will come out, and the other grey water will come out, and it's going to join together, and then we're going to pipe it into a big long pipe for a swale.
Excellent.
So it'll all come out and water right around here and water the veggies. Yeah.
How much land are you on here?
We've got 3.5 acres, so our land goes over there and right down the back, and then the other house, the one we sold to our son's, on 3.
Right. Excellent. So you've actually got a lot of land still to play with.
We have. I've also I've talked today, we've thought about other people if they wanted to put a tiny house on. Maybe we could come to some kind of arrangement.
Right.
Yeah, we're not sure. I mean, we don't want a big hippie community or anything like that. Not that there isn't a bit of hippie in me, but...
Well, I don't know. I mean, the way that you're going, you could actually be looking at starting the first tiny house retirement village.
Excuse me, I'm not that old. I've got 2 more years to go. I'm looking forward to it,
Future
though.
plans, you've got to think forward.
Yes, we could, couldn't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yes. We put a big fence up and we could all run round.
Exactly. Anyone you didn't like, you could just tow them away at night.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
We're going to put a big hedge up on the top so the council can't see what we're doing. We could.
And should we have a look at the sleeping loft?
Yes, let's look upstairs. So the ladder's a bit interesting. It was too short, and also it was a bit broken, so we've put these on to strengthen it.
Gotcha.
It's got some funny little hooks here.
Would you like to show me how it's done?
We were talking about putting a handle up here
Oh, yeah?
for anyone to get hold of, but I don't think it needs one.
No.
So if I won't go this side, you can come that side, then you can test the bed out.
All right, sounds
See if you're
good.
going to knock yourself out when you sit on it. So I'm not sure how good it will be for someone who's... How tall are you? 6'4"?
I'm 6'4", yeah. This looks so cozy.
You can see it's not been built by a craftsman like Jeff Hobbs, but it's strong, and sturdy, and holds together. Would you like to try the bed out?
Sure.
I'm not sure. It's actually a mattress on a base, so that makes it a little bit higher.
Right, okay.
So it probably gives you 3 inches less. So you might... Oh no, you're all right.
This
well, you
is
can-
really cozy. Have you spent many nights up here yet?
When we first put it in and I got the bed up, we tried it out then, and we had a couple of nights here.
And how did you find that? How do you find sort of things like using the ladder when you go to the bathroom at night and things like that?
It's not much further than getting out and walking to the bathroom anyway.
No.
Really. It's just down the ladder, and I'm not that geriatric that I can't get up and down the ladder, really. Not yet. But I do think if we built another one, we would put stairs.
What do your friends think of you building a tiny house?
Most of them think we're crazy, and some of them are jealous because they don't have the courage to do it. Some of our friends have the biggest house in Fielding.
Right.
It's huge. It's enormous. I mean, she just spends her whole life. It's beautiful, and it's her baby, and it's what she wants to do. She spends her whole life gardening and cleaning and maintaining the place, and it needs to be painted. And they're our age, so they think we're a bit crazy. When we put that little house on, it's only 2 bedrooms, the cottage. When we put that on, they said, "Oh, next time you put one, you'll make a bigger one." And I thought, well, why bother? You know, we just work and work and work and work and work and don't have time to enjoy what we've made. So it's just silly, really.
And what about the cost of this place?
So far, it's been about 44,000. We've got to pay the gas fitter now. I don't think that'll be cheap. I think there'll be another 2,000 or 3,000 probably in it, really.
You're working now as a caregiver in elderly in retirement homes, aren't you?
I'm a nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do on-hand care as well because I really enjoy that. But what it makes you see your mortality when you work in a place like that. Your mortality is right in your face, and you realise that we don't live forever, and that it's people who are more important than things, and it's experiences, other things. It's actually really people. Even when you travel, it's the people you meet, and they're the things that really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people you meet and the memories and things like that, and the fun together, the time to have fun. And because Dave's been really sick, and he gets really tired still. We just need to have some fun.
Yeah.
You know, we're lucky we're alive when so many of our friends have died of cancer and Alzheimer's and crazy things at a very young age, so must enjoy what we have. Who knows what's around the corner? So there is a lip there you can put your fingers under. I must,
Oh yeah, a little bit of extra grip there as well if you need it.
Yeah, I must cut the carpet back.
Yeah, and the angle of this ladder does actually make it really easy to come up and down.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think what you have done here is incredibly inspiring. I love the idea of downsizing into a tiny house for your retirement. I love the options that it gives you. The fact that you can actually live here on this same property and that your son has taken over your old house is just amazing. I think that sounds like, well, a really perfect scenario to me. Thank you so much for showing me around, Adrienne. It's really, really impressive.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Later that afternoon, Adrienne's husband Dave arrived home, and I couldn't resist getting his side of the downsizing story.
G'day, Dave.
Thanks. Lovely to meet you.
Good to meet you, mate. Very impressive work you've done here on the house.
Well, not just me, a good few builders helped.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I've got to ask, Adrienne comes to you and she says, I've got this idea. Let's sell up the house and build a tiny house. What did you think?
It took some persuading.
Yeah.
I took some persuading. But Adrienne could see a lot more than I could see and had a vision that I didn't have. But after a while, I had to make a decision to say, yes, let's do it.
So going from a big house to a tiny house, was there anything that you were worried about?
Oh, lots, I suppose. You know, the reality of it is huge.
Yeah.
Coming from what you're used to into something like that. We've only stayed 3 nights so far, but
Right.
they're enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know, it's good, it's cozy, and we're happy, and we'll make it better.
And what do you think the biggest advantage to downsizing is?
It's simpler.
Yeah.
It's simpler, and you just have to get your mind into it, I think. I think just relax and say, this is what we're going to do. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's not, we don't have to. I've worked in huge people's mansions all around the country. And to come down to something like this, it's just what you get your mind around.
Yeah. And you know,
pretty good.
downsizing, it gives you a fantastic place where you get to call home, live close to your family now that your son's bought the family home, and a good place to free up some resources to really enjoy retirement when the time comes.
Which is only a few years away.
Yeah,
No,
brilliant.
we'll put veggies in and trees in. The trees are in, some of them. Yeah, there's still things to do, but we'll get there. It'll be good.
Well, looking at that little house down there, I think you have done a remarkable job. Congratulations, mate. I'm sure you're going to be real happy there.
We
Cheers.
will be.
I think building this house was a brilliant idea. By downsizing their home, yet still keeping some of their land, Adrienne and Dave have managed to set themselves up in a perfect situation to be able to live big in their retirement. To me, that makes a lot of sense.